Some may argue that the to do with Esme, I guess it's okay. I think they just need a tanky frontline, and maybe this doesn't feel like using the Uranus again, considering he did lose against FishGod earlier.
I mean, considering that they have like 3 forms of CC, it makes a lot of sense. But Dang is going to be the final pick here. It means an easy way to actually disrupt and, more importantly, cancel out the Feathered Airstrike if he is in position to do so. Now, opportunity for a solo kill at level 4 for the Sora into the Esme matchup, because unfortunately for Esme, she's not exactly the ultra tanky dancing celestial girl that we all know until she's got a couple of items in her hand. And Flap opting to go for Impure Rage, so he does want to proactively trade in the lane.
Yep. Well, looking at the situation right now, it looks like this might be a game where there's not a lot going on for maybe even the first turtle. I think the first turtle, DianFengYaoGuai, will try to fight out as much as they can. And I think it's on Team Falcons whether they want to, fight back or they want to give the space that DianFengYaoGuai deserves. Because I kind of feel like unless Haji gets level 4 in time, I don't think the Falcons can fight out that much.
Yeah, Lung took Mystery Shop and didn't go Purify instead, and now the early mid trade here has been looking really, really good. At the very least, is Haji able to get a lot of his damage down onto Yi1, including the passive damage from the bird. But I'm surprised Lung didn't go for Pull Yourself Together and opted to go for Flicker.
I think he just feels like I have more damage, I win anyways. Why do I need the Flicker if I can kill them first? Which honestly, with the Fighter Emblem, I don't think you can do. But hold on, a gank up top forces out Flap to use the Purify, and I think that's gonna be good enough. Lung now losing the trades against Super Marco. Yeah. Well. Yeah, that's it. I have no idea how to follow up on that one.
Yeah, me neither, because again, I think this is a pretty significant mistake here. But we'll see. For now, early Purify being caught off of Haji, and this is what we were expecting, right? This should be a no contest. If by any chance Kyle's able to steal this, that'd be great. But look at Zed.
Now looking for the side, it looks like he was able to dodge quite a lot of damage created. Fracture here. The turtle is being worked on by Zhaoxi. Doesn't look like Kyle has any avenues to go in. DianFengYaoGuai secures the first turtle for free. Lung has a Flicker, able to dodge it out. Everything. And somehow Zhaoxi was able to get a kill onto Kyle. This is looking pretty good for DianFengYaoGuai. As long as they protect their jungle and maintain his lead, they might win this one, Gideon.
Yeah, they might just win this one. So they're trying to back off at the very least. They've already found that early lead that we were hoping for. And now, how is the conversion going to go? They already got stolen the purple buff away from Team Falcons. So that's going to affect Kyle a lot. He's not going to have as much presence. And Zed, he's not wasting any time here. Look at him. He's already trying to zone out this Marcel to make sure that at least Lung is able to actually catch the Clint underneath his turret.
Yeah, I feel like they understood that they lost because Kyle had access to their jungle, so they're just gonna stay inside Kyle's jungle, where basically Zed is gonna be a glorified CCTV to see where this Nolan is gonna be. As long as they have good vision on the Nolan, they know that they're not gonna get invaded.
Oh, wait, just missed the kill angle, and now at least Flap is able to get the Fallen Star Moon away, but they get the trade down on towards the bottom side as Zed ends up going down. Is this going to be a potential steal on the Zhaoxi's small green camp? We'll find out. Guess not.
Looks like Retribution is used, and that's going to be honestly very important. I would say that was worth it for the Retribution. In terms of the gold lead, it looks like Team Falcons actually does have a bit of advantage here. I wonder if it's just because DianFengYaoGuai has been losing some minions or creeps here and there. Shouldn't though. Well, a pause is here. Damage using any other emblem types compared to Super Marco on this Clint. Kinda doesn't care what emblem he's on. He just does a butt ton of damage anyways.
He just does so much, so much. Now, as we see that Yi1 is getting some pretty good damage on towards Ogo inside with the help of their Hirara, and they want to make sure that Zed doesn't really show his face first. Now, I mean, at this stage, Kyle has to worry about 2 separate things. Wait!
Yep. Almost bursted down Ogo and still surviving. Lung unable to get the kill. Unable to get that basic attack in. FishGod goes in. Does not use the Shifting Skies just yet. Does not see Team Falcons clumping up. But yeah, why? They still want to get this turtle. And now FishGod just trying to zone them away. Zhaoxi's still on the turtle, able to get it now. DianFengYaoGuai, they should disengage. Flap able to get a kill onto Zed. And that's just going to be it for DianFengYaoGuai. But Team Falcons, they want to continue on. They want to get FishGod here, and FishGod going to get taken down by Kyle.
Nicely played by Haji. He saw the dive angle, but he's got to be careful not to get traded out. Zhaoxi shows up. Does he find one? And it looks like he will get at a bare minimum one as he gets back out. Feathered Airstrike does help him actually trade back the bare minimum, and Falcons now take a T1 off top side because the cleanup just wasn't good enough.
That was very not worth it, but they were able to get Super Marco, so that's good. Good and bad Falcons, they were able to get the turret, but they killed the turret, I would say, too fast, that they were not able to kill off the EXP cart. So FishGod wasn't super punished there. If they somehow let the turret just attack the minions for free, denied him of that EXP cart, then maybe they could have had a better lead. But hey, you know what? A turret's a turret. Still a good trade overall. Bad trade for Zhaoxi, because I think he overestimated his damage at that point. But at least he doesn't have a Sky Piercer, so there's no stacks that was missing.
Yeah, don't worry about it. He only got the Sky Piercer after he died. So at the end of it, he loses no stacks whatsoever, which is great for them. But at the same time, hold on.
Well, was able to use the golden hour, denying FishGod of that engage.
Look at bot side. It's only going to get worse from this point onwards, right? Thunderbelt's already completed by Zed, so now he's starting to build up those stacks, and Ogwin at this stage still pretty squishy overall as Zed is starting to scale up pretty quick flicker from Marco though.
Yep, still able to catch Marco there. The damage is not going to be enough just yet. Haji used the Feather Airstrike onto the lung, so both gold laners have took way too much damage in the bout. Looking at mid here, Team Falcon clearing up fast, and all the while Kyle is getting free farm down bot. And I would say this is the strength of Kyle ever since 24. Hold on, Ogwin. Able to escape there. Looking at a turtle secured by Kyle. Team Falcons able to extend their lead here. Almost 20k against DianFengYaoGuai 18.4.
Really good delay here from both Ogwin as well as Flap. They're looking for just a little bit more. The Falling Storm doesn't land at the bare minimum, but DianFeng looking for the punish.
Able to get that purify. Zed trying to continue on the fight, but again, the damage is not enough. And look at this, Kyle is stealing the creeps away, stealing away this purple buff. Oh no, he's just waiting for someone. Able to get long. Now Team Falcons have basically won the map.
Yep, they've won the map. They should be able to get bottom tier 2 as well if they recognize, oh wait, DianFengYaoGuai have denied them information. Purple buff is up, so he's going to wait. And until they show themselves, that's when we're going to see the inevitable push down on that bot side. And you can see even from Haji's POV, he's sticking close towards that bottom side. He is ready to dash into that direction with the wings by wings when necessary. But right now, he's got full vision over the rotation of DianFengYaoGuai to protect this T2 side. So luckily, they are able to save it, and it's only a purple buff net for Kyle.
Well, looking at all the items so far, I think DianFengYaoGuai, they're just not able to use this Eudora to catch someone off and then giving a kill over to Zhaoxi compared to game number 1 where the Farsa just has burst damage but can do the burst damage multiple times. Here it really is just E1 one-time ult and then that's it. So that's quite a big change that they have to get used to in the second game. Look at Team Falcons, they're all clumping up. They're basically getting free turret up top, probably setting up hoping that the Lord next spawn will be down bottom so that they have that long lane advantage.
I do want to talk about the fact that E1 has a Genius Wand as his first item. He's going for the glowing as his second, but honestly, I think they needed just a better answer to Flap because I don't think they're going to close the distance on Haji anytime soon.
Yeah, no, I agree. Good set. 3 members in, and looks like the golden hour not going to hit onto anyone. FishGod is all alone though. Zed is there trying to follow up, able to get Flap. Flap is surviving everything, and Ogwin gets a kill onto FishGod. This is not looking good for DianFengYaoGuai. Good set, but the damage simply isn't enough.
What an overheat. Like, FishGod's set was completely fine. He didn't need to start dashing for it after, and so far, things have been going really... Oh, wait, Zed's in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, still survived, though, with that flicker, so looking pretty good. Lung takes a bit of damage, but should be able to heal from there, but he is a marksman. He should not be moving that forward. Even the damage from E1 is not going to be enough here. Gideon Flap is A-okay. Yeah, DianFengYaoGuai needs some kind of anti-heal here.
But Falcons, they can just drag this out because of that, and now look down towards the bottom side. They want to make sure that they get the orange buff and also clear down bot lane before they end up losing their holy shielding. But look at the position that they're fighting for. This tri-brush is now getting flushed out.
Flap got caught in that wall. But again, this Esmeralda is way too tanky. Lung has to be careful, man. His positioning, I gotta say, Gideon, is making me very nervous. Almost everything can hit him, including the Lord here. And look at the minion wave at mid. They're gonna get this mid for free. Ogwen taking a lot of damage from Lung. Flap try to get Lung, able to survive. And now the Evelyn got the Feather Edge Strike out, almost killing Fish God. Oh, Ogwen, that was an ult. That was an ult.
That was an ult, but Xiaoxi!
Now she goes behind, tries to get onto Flap. Flap still survives. Ogwen able to stop Lung. Lung, one more hit from death. And Flap looking for a position. Team Falcons secured the Lord. And Lung able to get Ogwen. That was a lot of awkward positioning coming in from both teams. Zed will find Haji there. Haji should be able to get out of there. And Zed burn. The burn is not enough to get him down.
He breathes a sigh of relief. Cloud Shift, though, they're trying to turn the fight to the bare minimum. Fish God's got no backup whatsoever. As Super Marco teaches him, no. It doesn't matter how tanky you are. I deal true damage. Please go back home. I want to still hold on to my flicker, and everything is okay. But I agree with you. It was a really awkward fight from DianFengYaoGuai. They gave up a lot of the space, and they ended up getting chipped out by the Lord because Team Falcons were able to sustain through like a majority of the poke damage is being thrown out. Not to mention that Haji just refuses to show himself and just holds on to that Feather Airstrike until absolutely necessary. This Lord should be able to net them something, but let's find out how hard they're gonna hit.
Feather Airstrike used to zone people away. Flap cancel out. Oh, good engage coming in from Fish God, able to get Haji. Haji's all alone, but same can be said. Zed coming from the side, able to get a kill onto Haji. Nolan from Kyle is still waiting for Lung to show himself, for him to burst him down, but he finds Zed. Zed flickers out. Unable to be safe. Ogwen gets killed though by Lung. Overall, better trade for DianFengYaoGuai.
Nice. Ah, man. I mean, if Team Falcons were able to just, pick up the kill onto Zed and then walk away, have a 1-for-1 trade, but missing a top inhibitor, that's still, in a macro sense, quite worth it for Team Falcons. This upcoming Lord is going to be quite difficult for DianFengYaoGuai because a lot of their members, besides Xiaoxi, won't be able to deal with that wave. So at this point, they already have to commit at least one member to constantly clear that wave topside, and that is going to be a potential force error from DianFengYaoGuai that Falcons are just making sure that they just don't have an answer to.
At this point, Gideon, I kind of want to see a dominance ice on Fish God, because I really feel like E1 is not enough to apply the Life Bane onto Team Falcons, especially considering that Fish God always gets surrounded by everyone. The gauge coming in from Flap. Flap stunned up. Feather Airstrike used, trying to get onto Lung. Lung took 2 shots. Took quite a lot of damage, but more damage was taken by DianFengYaoGuai. Conceal use. Ogwen tries to catch 2, able to get 2 into that golden hour, and then Flap goes in. Flap gets caught, using the Purify in the back line. Zed catches the members of Team Falcons. He wants secures a kill, same as Lung. Now only 2 members from Falcons is alive. They're chasing for Flap. Kyle is too far away. Now DianFengYaoGuai, amazing flank from both Xiaoxi as well as Zed.
Man, I gotta look at that VOD one more time. I was pretty sure that Lung somehow tethered Ogwen and was still getting auto attacks off. I'm not 100% sure if the damage went through, but we'll double check the VOD afterwards. But for now, at least Fish God is able to protect that top side, not let him shove all the way into the turret. And because of these 3 deaths from the side of Team Falcons, DianFengYaoGuai should net themselves the Lord, and they desperately need to get an inhibitor here off of Team Falcons if they want to even out that pressure. Rather a 50-50 rather than nothing at all as DianFengYaoGuai secure the Lord.
Yeah, honestly, a VOD would be pretty nice, because it does seem like Team Falcons, they were able to get quite a lot of abilities coming in from DianFengYaoGuai by using the Feather Airstrike. But again, I'm not sure. Perhaps Zed alongside with Xiaoxi was able to use the Conceal and draw all of those chaos, a lot of, explosion, fireworks, and the likes. They just didn't notice that a wild Badang as well as this Hirara just came through and then got majority of the kills.
And now it's going to be the nice slow push here for the side of DianFengYaoGuai. They're not synchronizing the waves. They want the traditional front to back. And with the base open, they're hoping that Haji would at least use the feathered airstrike to try and chunk down this Lord. But he's not going to use it. He's holding, and now he's trying to zone him.
Yep, able to get quite a lot of damage onto the Lord, so this should be pretty safe here. I think DianFengYaoGuai, they were waiting on Fish God to find a good catch, but good spacing by Team Falcons to deny that. And now, instead of going for the Dominance Ice, since he is the setter for the team, he goes for the Winter Crown. In case he messes up, he's still able to outplay the situation.
I don't understand. What do they want? Do they want the outer turns, or do they want that mid inhibitor? They got to pick one here because DianFengYaoGuai keep on changing their priorities.
Well, Flap took quite a lot of damage. E1 was able to get that life beam onto him, but look at Super Marco, 4 items in. The burst damage is going to be quite a lot. At this point, I feel like he is going to auto-crit, so the damage should be enough to take down DianFengYaoGuai. His problem is getting in range, that's it, because if he goes too far forward, he might get catched by Zed or Zhaoxi, so he has to keep himself far enough so he doesn't get caught, but somehow close enough to still deal damage.
But that's only if Ogwin is kind of in a position where he's not engaging and he's proactively peeling, right? Because that's kind of the only safety net that he has, that Super Marco actually has, besides Haji. And even then, we've seen Haji let that feather airstrike rip super early in the fight to get the guaranteed damage. Because DianFengYaoGuai, they don't have as much sustainability, right? A lot of the damage that's being applied to them as poke generally is pretty permanent overall. And I think that DianFengYaoGuai, look at this, they know.
Yep, they found Long still survives! Outplayed Kyle! Kyle gets taken down, and now has to use the golden hour defensively. DianFengYaoGuai gets a kill onto Kyle. That is not what Team Falcons want, Gideon.
A really good read, a very good read, in a matter of fact. Now that Kyle is dead, I don't think he'll be able to get into position without some kind of sacrifice coming in from Team Falcons. Ideally, it's probably just the golden hour to buy just a little bit of time. First position would be nice, but DianFengYaoGuai is already here to punish.
And they really want to get Flap out of the way, already force him to use the Purify. And now, even the ult got cancelled out. It's a pretty quick ult, so they should be able to get that back pretty soon. Feather Airstrike used, unable to get the damage onto Lung, only the Fish God as well as E1. Fish God goes in, gets 2. They were able to dodge that out. Zhaoxi still secured the Lord. Winter Crown used by E1 and now gets caught by Zed. Flap still standing strong in the front line, but Super Marco responds, getting 1 kill. Probably gonna get another double kill for Super Marco. DianFengYaoGuai overextends. 3 members have to pay the price.
Oh man, just great reaction time. Really great reaction time. Being able to flicker out of the Wombo combo coming in from Zed. And he found like a really good engagement on top of it. Luckily, they were able to buffer their abilities and they're going for the endgame scenario. Yi1 taken out. And I think they might have this in the bag.
Yep, the Lord is spawned, so they're able to delay just a bit here. Long takes way too much damage. He has to go back and base. The rest of the team takes so long to spawn. Long, can he cover all by himself? He's trying his darkness, taking a lot of damage. He still has the immortality. Immortality pop, but the game is over. Team Falcons